I would say to anyone in this hobby, and I know like they say whatever you say on the internet, people are going to do the opposite. That's what I always hear. But the one thing that I would say to anyone and everyone is that in this hobby and in anything that you pursue in life, forget about everything. Make sure that you're actually enjoying what you have. You know what I mean? You don't always have to go for the biggest, greatest, shiniest thing there is. Just enjoy what you have. Because you know what? When my first surround system was some Pioneer. I used to love Pioneer receivers. So I had this Pioneer receiver that had a rear center channel, and I thought it sounded great to me, right? We didn't have Dolby Atmos at the time. And then when I got my other receiver, and I was using those Infinity bookshelf speakers and, my Boston acoustics up front. I loved it, right? So you can enjoy this every step of the way. And I think people have to enjoy what they have and stop always like there's always a lot of bickering, right? People kind of bicker back and forth because it's like, dude, you don't have a trun off, that's garbage. You don't have this, that's garbage. But it's not garbage. It's great sounding stuff. It's good stuff. And you can get something good at every price level. Right. And you have to enjoy it. You got to just forget about all that other stuff and enjoy what you have.
Yeah, I agree.
It'll always be, I look at it like, because there's some of my equipment that I own now that I was at one time like, oh yeah, I want that. And now that I have it, it's just like, so there'll always be something you want down the road. So, you just gotta, like, exactly like you said, accept what you have or appreciate what you have.
Appreciate it.
Tomorrow's not granted.
That's
tomorrow's
right.
not granted.
Yeah, man, you gotta appreciate. Just appreciate, right? And today, somebody said something kind of like not so nice to me in the comment of Chana's video. So you can go watch that video, right? Go watch that video and look at the comments. And somebody was saying, "Oh yeah, why am I simping for Chana?" I'm like, just because I'm
because you're a king simp, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Simp of the year.
Hey,
yeah.
But you know what I ended up telling him? I'm like, hey man, all joking aside, I hope you have a good day. Like, I don't know you, but maybe you're having a bad day, right? I hope you have a good day. And then he responded like, hey, thanks, man.
That's great.
Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, that's super cool. Because maybe he was having a bad day, and maybe he took it out on, whatever. You don't know what people are going through.
Yeah, for sure.
So I thought that was really cool. Like that kind of made my day. That he was like, yeah, thanks.
Great. The only thing I'm just surprised sometimes that with all the things that you can do in life, all the things you can spend your energy on, I'm surprised at the people that go in and do a lot of negative comments because it's like, dude, instead of wasting your time doing that, you could be enjoying your system or doing something great, right? What are you wasting your time with that for? Right?
I hear you. Let's see. You had this. Go ahead.
I say U of A troll. Troll. U of A Roll Tide says, when you find something you like, the hardest thing to do is stop chasing the rabbit. Yeah. How can
you know what? That's true, but I think I've matured because when I was younger,
now, so
you're at the peak.
Yeah, but no, I'm not at the peak. The peak would be some, $200,000 speakers in the front and all this other crazy stuff. So
now, when the lights are off, they all
and one of these $100,000 projectors. You know what I mean?
Again, now when the lights are off.
Yeah, because I'm good. Because I think a long time ago, again, I got to the point where, and this is, I think, the key. This is the key statement. Sometimes good enough is exactly that, good enough. Right? And you got to realize that sometimes. Yeah, you could probably get 1 decibel more of this or 1 frequency higher than that and all this other stuff. But if you're happy, if you sit there and you listen or watch something and it's good, is it really necessary to do more?
Yeah, and I think we all know the diminishing returns in this industry, right?
That's
for sure. After you get to a certain price point, you're just like squeezing tiny amounts out. If
it's not linear at all, like zero.
And sometimes you move backwards as well, right?
You just got a different color, or it's like a smaller box or whatever. But
special edition carbon fiber.
Yeah, you got the McLaren 5s that are like way better than the regular 5s.
So Aaron posted this video a while back. Ignorance is bliss, and he was kind of talking about his old system, his old car audio systems, and how, of course, he's learned to improve the sound of his car audio system. It's a learning process, right? So there are bad speakers out there. There are some inexpensive, not good speakers that you can buy, and it probably won't sound that good. But there are also inexpensive speakers that are good. You know, that's kind of my focus, is I want to show people, hey, if you don't have a lot to spend, okay, go for these though.
And Joe's always been like this, because I remember we're talking about cars and systems in cars. He's like, yeah, I can't really touch that system in the car. You know, you buy the expensive car, you get the nice system. You know, he's like, you're Bang & Olufsen system, you can't do anything with it. I'm like, yeah, but it's got like a subwoofer and all this stuff. He's like,
it's awesome. I mean, you have how many speakers in there?
It's a 23 or something.
23 speakers. So there's that. But in this video that Aaron had, and I linked to it here, it's Ignorance is Bliss. I linked to it down there. But I commented that. Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead.
Oh no. So I don't know that it's ignorance. Like, I don't know it's that. Right. I have a bad sounding system, but I've fooled myself into thinking it's good. I don't think that that's good. Right? It's not good to have inexpensive speakers and it's not tuned well, and you've told yourself, you know what, this is as good as it's going to get anyway. There's no reason to invest more time, more money, more knowledge. I don't need to learn anything. No. To me, what it's about is learning more about how to improve your system. So sometimes it does require spending more money. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you just have to spend more to get more features or a better speaker or something, stuff along those lines. But sometimes you can spend more money, like Scott was saying, and get something that's worse. We don't want that, you know? So to me, I take issue with maybe reviews where they're saying that everything is good. And especially if it's expensive, now it's really good.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's, I don't know that it's impeding the process of improvement, because I don't think it's not really standing in the way. But I think a lot of people who are new, they'll say, well, I can't afford that, so I can't get a good system. Like, my system is just going to be as good as it is. It's like, no. Learn how to tune your system, right? Get our toolkit, $100. Get a UMic 1, learn how to use REW, things like that. And get some decent speakers. Watch Aaron's review and learn what it means when he's talking about directivity, and, try to find speakers that are good. They take well to EQ. And to me, that's what it's about. It's about, learning how to improve your system. And so if you're not learning the right things, you may think, oh, I need to buy the most expensive cables. That's how I'm going to improve my system. I don't know that that's the best way to do it. Why don't you spend on something else? Cable risers,
cable risers, exactly.
So
you know what? Actually, his video, I got to see part of that, and it actually made me think, because I don't want to put him on blast. I kind of wish he was here. He upgraded his car's system. I think he kind of put that out there.
Yeah.
But so I have a lot of experience with the sound system in the Tesla Model S. But about 2 weeks ago, I got to test drive a Model Y, which, even though is a lower model car technically in the food chain, the sound system on that was way better. I think it's just, a little newer and everything. And I was in it like, man, this thing, it's like really immersive. You hear it because, got the pillar speakers and everything. So I was enjoying that. And then, that went about my business. And then later I saw that video, and it made me think of that sound system that he heard stock, and then was just like, oh, hell no, this is crap. So it made me realize, like, just this rabbit hole will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, where, like, you can take something that most people would just be amazed by, but,
Yeah.
So it kind of shows you that you also get spoiled, so
there's another part to that too, though, because he mentioned that, like his being very critical, because
exactly, that's what I meant. And for me,
that's the thing. I can sit down and listen critically, but I'm not reviewing anything, right? So when I listen critically and it sounds good, I forget everything else. That's why I turn out the lights when I listen to music. I make it completely dark.
Well, I mean, is that the only reason?
I don't want to.
The red lights come on, though. The red lights come on.
Wait, hold on. We're not in the after. This is the main show.
Okay,
bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because like when you hear the music and it's just right, man, you can forget about all that, but you need to dim those lights so you don't see the light from all your equipment shining in your face and stuff like that, distracting you, and you enjoy the music and you forget about all that other stuff. You forget about that, because I remember one time when with the Rendell, with their big subs, the two SV, not the vented one, but the dual woofer
S1723S or something.
Yeah, that one. I have 4 SBS 3000s, right? And I was thinking when I got my speakers, I was like, man, I like these speakers so much. Maybe I should get their subwoofers, right? Get 4 of those. And then I had to say to myself, what am I, nuts?
Yes.
I love my SBS subwoofers. Why would I need to get those? And that.
Well, Fred, I have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You loved your OLED TV, which I'm sure you still do love it.
I still love it.
But you also love your projector.
Yes, and that's the thing.
So do you think?
Scott? It's like the difference between loving your kids and loving your wife. You love your kids because they're your kids. You love your wife. Come on,
This guy needs his own YouTube channel.
Yeah, for sure.
He's so good. That's a good one.
Now, if you can't catch the show, we do have an audio version at anchor.fm/daily HiFi. So make sure to go on over there if you like to listen to the show.